Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So it's more Seekers of Adeline missions. And, I don't know if we'll hit a, wrong teleporting device. But I don't know if we'll hit a game day wait. I'm pretty sure we won't. Because we've got... I looked ahead last time while I was jabbering, and we've got... I know we've got at least 4 or 5 missions with cutscenes. Like the one we're getting into now! Let's see if we can turn off names. Damn it! Is it true that Arciela was spirited away? That poor girl! If the latest reports are to be believed, then it is indeed true. Apparently, a behemothhic creature snatched her up in its jaws and fled to the jungle's inner recesses. Perhaps snatched up is a tad euphemistic. From what I have heard, gulped down would be much more appropriate. If that is the case, maybe she should swallow her pride and relinquish her title of wild-born witch. Melvian, do you understand just how inappropriate that was? My pardons, Gratzig. Still, I get to meet Taru of this argument. She's wandered off into the forest Aru hundreds of times and emerged without even a scratch. Didn't she sleep-weep amongst the fauna all by her lonesome too? She should be fine, even if we make like trees and leave her alone. Plus, maybe the beast Aru just mistook her for one of its cubs and carried her back to its den. It is completely absurd to even entertain such an idea. I never knew how true rang the phrase, wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have something, they have to say something, until now. And would you care to impart to us your wisdom regarding this incident, Ingrid? I witnessed the whole thing, and I must profess that the walking atrocity in question had nothing more on its mind than to tear our dear princess a limb from... I propose that we send a search party for Arciela, which I will command as soon as possible. We cannot lose even a moment to superfluous debates simply for the sake of following procedure. You nominate yourself as commander? I thought that went without question. I wholeheartedly approve this measure. After what has befallen Ignis, Arciela is the last descendant of the founder king who can lead our nation to glory. There is no time to waste on mustering troops. The exorcists will be happy to send their units of elites, which can be mobilized immediately. How weird. I never would have thought I'd live to see Lord Vortimir volunteering to help Arciela, let alone put his most valued troops at risk on her behalf. Being part of the Founder King's lineage must be even more important than I'd thought. We would be ever so grateful for your help, Vortimir. I, for one, place the fate of our nation in your capable hands. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Finja. We shall not betray your trust. Hey, our butt's glowing again. Your rosalaceous palm glows brightly, grabbing your attention. Its deep red hue can only be interpreted as a warning of ominous events to come. I just had an epiphany. How about we have Calm Wind take part in your expedition? He has traversed the Ubulkan continent time and time again. His expert knowledge of the field should be an invaluable addition to your squad. With all due respect, Ladies Venture, it would be detrimental for the country to rely upon an outsider at this juncture. He may be from another land, but Arciela has formed a deep bond with him that transcends nationality. They know about us fucking in the jungle. I am truly sorry to heap such an arduous task upon you like this, but would you do us the service of accompanying the exorcists in search of our princess? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, I cannot adequately express the depth of my gratitude towards you. What a kind soul you are. If there is no further debate, I shall set about rallying my unit. But please, I beseech you to keep this incident a secret. We wouldn't want our fair citizens to worry over an issue that is basically solved, would we? Calm Wind. The creatures that skulk amidst Ulbuka's wilds have claimed the lives of many an unprepared pioneer. It may well behoove you to acquaint yourself with your enemy before endeavoring to slay him. Can you acquaint me with the tiger? I must say that you have an excellent sense of humor. Sadly, however, I have been within the city walls the whole time and know practically nothing about the beast. Why, the answer is right under your nose. The Pioneers Coalition is here to serve pioneers. Though Lord Vortimir may have said to keep this under the table, I hardly think only mentioning a golden tiger would arouse suspicion. However, it does intrigue me that... never mind, forget I said a word. I wish you a swift and convincing victory, Calmwind. Isn't he sus? And of course we gotta go talk to LaVille now, because that's our life in Adeline. It's just talking to LaVille over and over and over. Pioneers Coalition, please. How about Scoot Buggy? Howdy, partner. Hope it hasn't been too rough out on the range. So what can I do for you? Or what can I do you for? Golden Tiger, man. A golden tiger, you say? By golly, I'd be spurring my mount harder than a Twitherum dust storm to get to wherever one of those was. Bigger and a bolder and fangs like logs to boot. Yeesh, maybe I better be off sweeping the stables. Either way, I ain't got nothing on a beast fitting that description. Maybe the Scouts Coalition does, though. You slut. Okay, so now we gotta go to the Scouts Coalition, which is back in Eastern Adeline, because... at least I think it's in Eastern Adeline. We probably got the teleporter straight to it, so... no need to get... yeah, Eastern Adeline. No need to get our panties in a bunch. Here we go, here we go. She's got a green and brown red mage hat. That is incredibly ugly. In fact, her whole ensemble is just super ugly. Lady, slap yourself. Who dresses you? Why, if it isn't... Calmwind. I did not misremember your name, did I? Oh, thank the heavens. I do not remember clearly, however, that you were present at the fateful gathering of heads. I'm constantly dangling from a slippery precipice upon which myriad critical matters hang in the balance. It certainly is a wonder how I managed to remember anything at all. Yeah, I'm in management too. I suppose that's neither here nor there. I doubt you care to know why it was so hard for me to dredge up your alias from the riverbed of my mind. You carry our nation upon your back as you clear the way for progress, and you are currently in the process of uncovering where the light from our brightest star has gone. What would someone of your standing want with our Scouts Coalition? First, let me preempt your inquiry with a corollary. Despite our collective effort to gaze above and beyond our borders, we still do not know what has become of that star. Oh, but if you do not wish to know of her whereabouts, I have no clue as to why you are here. Ah, I see. That Goliath with towers for teeth and force-thick pelage is what you seek? Regrettably, I haven't heard a whit about that particular colossus. The feline part, though, does rub me a certain way. Meow. I take it you've heard of Kumhao, the Flash Frost Naokul? Or Naokual, or how the hell you say that? All other bestial hellions that stalk the old Vulcan jungle look up to him in fear. If there were a creature on the whole continent who'd know this monstrosity's whereabouts, it'd be him. Sorry that I have nothing further to offer, but I can't imagine you'd need much more. Where can you meet him? That would be pertinent information indeed. He may be prowling the banks of a lake that lies within Khmer drifts and is rent by cries of deities. As you will not be heading into battle, you will require a special device to make your intentions known. Just a moment. Here we go. Take this with you when you visit those snowy dunes that lie far to the northwest. The Inventors Coalition developed the Tintinabulum. Hey, a Final Fantasy VI reference. That's a relic you can get in Final Fantasy VI if you do the Emperor's dinner scene correctly. And it in Final Fantasy VI, it equipped every step you take heals you 1 HP or something like that. And it releases a special noise when rung. To people like us, it's as silent as the snow-covered night, but for some creatures, let's say it gets their attention. I will admit that this is neither an orthodox nor a safe method, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I am loath to put someone who's done so much for our alliance in harm's way, but I cannot think of a more appropriate solution at this point. Remember, emphasize that you harbor no ill will, and are only there for the Golden Tiger. That will stem the tide of his rage and keep you alive. I hope. Good luck out there. You'll surely need it. Okay. Zone into Khmer Drifts for a cutscene. And we've been there before. In fact, I think I've been there on camera? Question mark? I'm pretty sure I've been there on camera. I'm pretty sure I had a video where the two Tarutarus or whatever the fuck. Aw, man, I should have read ahead. It said Bivouac number 2 is the closest place to where you have to visit in the next mission. But it'll be okay. We can, after the cutscene, we can just use the, Ooh, it's a frosty kitty. Ooh, he roaring. Silence that infernal racket. What business have you in my domain? Think before you speak, for your life will be forfeit depending on your response. Such trivial topics are beneath me. Is that so? What then is that? Cacophonous device. My ears still ring from that horrible discord it produces. If you truly mean me no harm, you will dispose of that thing immediately, or else. You hurriedly discard the Tintinabulum. Let me guess, you had no idea how loathsome that contraption was. Your panicked manner gave it away. What an interesting strategy. I must praise whomever outfitted you with that bell. What is this? Adeline's figurehead princess has been abducted? Perhaps that bladed vestige of the ancient pact she hangs from her belt is simply for show. Either that or she... hardly the Spitfire everyone paints her to be. Even so, I cannot imagine any inhabitant of this jungle would dare attack her. Except possibly for him. He is the only one likely to know the whereabouts of the girl. Make for the cave that serves as his den in the southwestern corner of the drifts, if you wish to find her. Okay. So we're on a wild Arciela chase here. Click on the crawling cave target at F11 in Khmer Drifts for a long cutscene. Okay, so it said bivouac number 2. Swing! You will receive an Aureate Ball of Fur key item. Okay, well we're gonna sneak an invisible up. Actually, I guess we'll pull out a couple of trusts just in case. Like, I don't think we need to pull out like a ton of trusts, but you might as well like pop out a few just out of habit, you know. It'd be funny if we just use Arciela's trust. That's one thing I kind of hate about having Rhapsodies progressed as far as I do. Like, we have her trust, but like, I don't feel like we should have it yet, you know? Anyway, now I'll sneak up. I love Khmer Drift's music, so. mounting up was never an option. Okay, so it says F11. We're currently at H10. So F11 is like all the way to the side. And now I'm not sure if Bivouac 2 was the right choice for getting down here. Because I don't think we can actually walk over the gorge. Yeah, there's a gorge in our way, so we have to like turn and go north. Like, this map is deceptively simple. You know, there's clear-cut paths, but there's paths that go into caves and under caves, and into crevasses and around crevasses, and also one-way paths and such stuff like that as well. And yeah, see, like they said, Bivouac 2 is the closest one, but I'm really not sure about that. Shaggy Ovum. Ovim. They really they had a thing for making monsters especially colorful. Oh look, a bunch of leafkin. In Adolin. Like, they made behemoths bright orange, they made those sheep and rams are bright orange. Well, not even really bright orange, they're kind of a dusky orange. Everything in Final Fantasy XI kind of has a dusky, you know, like a gritty realism to it. I think that's part of why I still find the graphics for it so charming. Like, these are like super duper high quality graphics for a graphical engine that was developed in 2001 and came out, you know, was released and used in 2002 and 3, you know, as a PS2 hardware, you know. Okay, maybe number 2 Bivouac was the closest one. Resume point. Okay, crawling cave, right? Oh, there she is. Sleeping up against the tiger. Hey, we have that tiger as a trust as well. Have you come to finish what you started? Sadly for you, I have. Is your head too malformed to grasp the concept of an order, Middlelander? I thought I told you to report to the castle if you learned anything. If you had, then I would have let you live. Instead, your paltry attempt to exercise your intellect has sealed your fate. Do not take this personally. I did all I could to keep outsiders like you from meddling in this issue between Adolinians. It is what it is. Oh my god, I want to kill her. I hate that phrase. I really hate that phrase. Calmwind, listen to me. The tiger is not our enemy. He actually saved me from Ingrid and her horde. Yeah, I believe it. Flashback. Is it true that you found a cure for my brother's illness? Of course, my princess. The answers you seek lie deep within the forest. Allow me to take a stab at escorting you there. Where are you taking me, Ingrid? You shall see. What are you doing? This is nothing personal, Arciela. It is only that your archaically conservative attitudes about expansion are starving Adeline of its future. If only you were less of a sniveling wife that kowtows to every sprite in the forest, colonization could have gone on unabated, and his ideal world would have been realized. Yeah, fuck him up, Tiger. Dude, they really pulled out the stops for this Tiger cutscene. Suck it, Ingrid. Man, I wish my mounts could just hop off and ignore paths. Damn. I want that tiger as a mount. This tiger saved my life. Be a good girl and accept your fate already. I knew it would come to this. Try and see if you can protect that whimpering wretch. Little did you know, I need not take one step closer with this. My soul siphon. Yo, calm wind, do something, man. Now that I have this, I have no use for its mortal husk. Withdraw, my retainers. It's time to put the next step of our plan in motion. Damn, Comwin, thanks for just standing there, you useless piece of shit. I know you're a blockhead, but this really takes the cake. Calm wind. A gruff and authoritarian voice booms within your skull. By its fearsome tone, there's no doubt it emanates from the gold-furred tiger. Let's see. I am Darkwood, descendant of Terquan, who once presided over the entire expanse of this jungle. Worry not about the girl. I shall look after her. You need only concern yourself with pursuing that foul-mouthed shrew. What she would want with the soul of this maiden here is beyond me, but I cannot abide this egregious transgression. Take this with you. It will enable you to discern even the faintest thaumaturgical trace of any who have trod upon my territory. Sadly, however, its effects are fleeting at best. Should its potency dwindle to naught, pay me another visit, and I will provision you with another forthwith. Now away with you. The longer we wait, the less likely it is that we can retrieve her soul. Damn, telepathic tigers, man. But I smell battlefield. Go to the southwest corner of G11 and Chimera Drifts and click on the hollowed pathway. Okay. I think we will mount up at this point because I don't know exactly where it is. It's got to be pretty close though if it's, you know, G11, right? So just like one over, right? So southwest corner of G11. Oh, but wait, how did I missed the turn, didn't I? Because we're at G11 now, but we gotta get to the hollowed pathway, which... Yep, okay, so we gotta go back up and around, I guess. And down, and not miss the right turn this time, I suppose. I warned you about this map, viewers. In fact, I warned myself, and then I still succumbed to its silliness. Mainly because I don't remember its layout. That's basically how all the maps in 11 go. If you know their layout by heart, then you practically don't even need the map. Although you probably still look at it 100 times out of habit. If you don't know it, even looking at the map, you'll just be confused. You'll be like, I gotta walk places? Or in our case, hovercraft places? Floating pedestal places? Orange is such an odd color for sheep to me. I don't know. It's like it's supposed to send off danger flags because it's almost red, but like it's not quite red. So like, I don't know. Like, I know rams are kind of dangerous in 11, but okay, we don't need blockaded path. We need hollowed path. Swing. Below you lies a narrow opening to a cragged tunnel, large enough for one person to pass through at a time. Ingrid and the other exorcists likely used it to make their escape. Proceed! Certus Caverns? Oh, great. What? Since when did piles of rubble move? They're gonna get ambushed by gargoyles? It's a lot of gargoyles. You hear that, calm wind? It sounds like those thieves are about to meet their maker. Those lithic figures were once deadly beasts. They were petrified long ago, however, by 7 guardians of the forest, who had sworn fealty to August and his retinue. But now I fear they... Ooh, it's a regolith. That was a new monster that was introduced in Weeble Burrows. I thought they looked so fucking cool at the time. Impossible. They are but mere rocks, and I am... You're just some blonde bimbo who thinks she's smart. You pseudo-intellectual piece of crap. Okay, so now we can actually enter the fight. The fight is called Stonewalled. And we can't buff outside or summon the trust outside because we're zoning, so everything would wear off. So we're just going to wait and summon on the inside. I don't really remember this being very difficult. Apparently all we got to do is kill the Merilith, so I think we will be fine. And I'm just going to use Arciela too because I can. I'm liking her a lot better than I did my first time through this. Of course, my first time through this, I was kind of like... I don't know, I was in a weird mental situation where, like... I was kind of tired of waifus, and, like... You know, the idea we had to have a pretty girl accompany us every single time we go on an adventure in this game. Of course, now I've mellowed out and I'm not a stupid 20-something. I'm now a stupid 30-something. And, I don't know, I just... Times changed and I changed. The low quality of the Final Fantasy XIV expansion really made me nostalgic for better stories and characters that were less preachy, you know, characters that lived more in what was going on than in sophistry and you know, pseudo-intellectual psychobabble. Food is actually so expensive on this server that I've actually been buying ingredients off the auction house for way cheaper than what the food goes for, and making my own food. Not everything, but like, I wanted Behemoth steak the other day, and Behemoth steak here costs, for normal quality, it costs like anywhere from 150 to 300k, and then the high quality version costs 800k. And I remember back on Ode, the normal quality cost like 60k, and the high quality was like 400k. And I'm just like, wow. An individual piece of behemoth meat on this server costs 60k. Keytrons were about the same. And just as I thought, that was easy. You saw the gargoyles showed up as it died, and if you kill it too slowly, apparently an endless amount of gargoyles can spawn. So, yeah. It's basically kill the boss, ignore the ads. Why would you even bother saving us? That makes it sound like Zidane from Final Fantasy IX, so I'm gonna go with blank silence. I hate Zidane. So we are too far beneath you to even deserve an answer. Prithee enlighten me as to how the weather fares upon thy high horse, my lord. Is that healing potion? It's red this time instead of blue. What an utter rout. I hardly deserve to hold on to this after such an embarrassing display, so you may have it back, Calm Wind. Know that Arciela has not perished. Her soul has merely been transferred to a different vessel. Once you use this, all shall revert to as it was. With the exception of his exorcist, that is. There's nothing left to us now but to atone for our failures. Well, that was, we got that back faster than I, thought we would. So, of course, now we just gotta go back to Darkulin's cave. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Darkulin? Darkulin, I guess? Quilin? Darquilin? There's no one to say it out. I've always just said Darkulin, but there's like a UI in there, so I guess it would be Quilin, but Darquilin? But, these fantasy names are hard, man. Words were already hard, and then they had to go making up ones and taking real-life inspiration from other languages that I have no experience with. How dare they? How dare they? I don't want the resume point. I want the crawling cave, damn it. If I were you, Arciela, I would never forgive me for betraying you. Thus, I shall graciously accept whatever punishment you wish to mete out to me. Look at me, Ingrid. We may reside on opposite sides of the colonization issue, but we're both Adelinians. This nation has no hope for survival if we resort to violence. Isn't that right, Calmwind? No, finish her. I haven't recovered nearly enough to inflict pain upon anyone. I think our shield might be fucking in the way of this cutscene. This is super weird. You always were more willing than me to get your hands dirty, Calmwind. Well, Ingrid, there you have it. There's no point in letting old wounds fester. But I took my soul? Perhaps, but I'm still alive and well. That's all that really matters, right? How can you be so forgiving? It's obvious that the Exorcist's aid is vital to ensuring that colonization continues. For the good of our nation, I don't want to burn bridges that don't need to be. Wouldn't you agree? As you will. I would venture to say her heart is larger than Big Bridge. However, that may very well... Yeah, it is our shield. The camera is inside of our... Like, we're really first person right now, and our shield's in the way of our face. If I'd known that that was going to happen, I would have taken it off. You look rather out of sorts, Calmwind. Is everything alright? What? You can hear him inside your head? I hate to say it, but I can't hear a thing. Wait, could that fruit Rosalacia gave you possibly be working its magic here? If it is, does that mean that it's the start of a whole new saga? And here I thought we were about to find a cure for my brother's ailment. Look at what part of Arciela. My innocent face. What's wrong? Is there something in my teeth? Her heaving chest. Boobs. What? Okay, so obviously we're supposed to look at Ortharsine. You point empathically. Yeah. No, emphatically. Okay. I think that... Is that spelled right? Emphatically? I guess it is. To the poniard she wields. What about my brother's gesture? You think he wasn't pointing to me, but to Ortharsine? Now that I think about it, I also swear I've heard that cryptic riddle Theodore told you before. Oh, I know. It's remarkably similar to the poem my father would tell us as children. I remember because his face would always become eerily grave whenever he told it. I'm pretty sure I also heard it on the night I first saw Ortharsine. The poem I heard isn't exactly the same as what Theodore told you, but I believe it goes like this. In an age once shad the den in his land, the oar of the swallow's white word shall be fulfilled. The warrants of forest shall raise the murky blade high, and one of the white feathers shall flourish in the sphered sext. So the blade in question is Ortharsine, and the time of the prophecy is our own? Yes, Calmway, that must be it. Oh, so that was a sheath. Wild, yo. Oh, who's that? What in the... A dragon? The Scourge of the land. Rumored to have emerged from Vanadiel's primordial muck with the birth of the Ulbukan continent, this pearlescent worm inevitably appears before Adelinians in the midst of great calamity. Therefore, the populace has come to regard its presence as an ill omen of the highest degree. Of late, though, a new theory has been put forth by a scholarly collective. It asserts that the Scourge reveals itself not as a harbinger of crisis, but as a savior to deliver Ulbuka from cataclysmic destruction. Neither hypothesis, however, has ever been proven. That is the Scourge of the land? The annals say that disaster and calamity follow in the wake of its wings, but I always assumed its existence to be more parable than fact. It's positively gargantuan, and yet it retains such an air of dignity and grace. Is this what my brother wanted all along? For us to call forth this regal giant? Let's hope that the latest theory proves true and this dragon sends our nation soaring above disaster rather than up in flames. Okay. So now then, we've got If you have not acquired the Ingrid Trust before starting the mission Beauty and the Beast, you may now do so again by speaking to Rigobertine in Eastern Adeline, near the Castle Adeline gates. You may do this while waiting on the game day to pass if you wish. Walkthrough. Wait until the next game day and speak to LaVille of the Pioneers Coalition to trigger a cutscene with him humming. You son of a bitch, the game day literally just changed. Holy fuck, we missed it. We missed it because I went the wrong way at first. Oh my fucking god. You can't make this shit up. Well, whatever. Whew. I guess we'll go get the Ingrid Trust. I have no idea what she does. But, let's look her up real quick. Ingrid. There's Ingrid and Ingrid 2? No, is there even an Ingrid 1? Adeline. Okay. Well, we'll see. Maybe if triggering the cutscene, because since it happened right, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure like we're just gonna have to call it. But we'll try talking to LaVille anyway after we grab the Ingrid Trust. Looking for an NPC near the castle gate named Rigobertine or whatever. Yoo-hoo, Rigobertine. Rigobertine, okay. I still don't get why they made the exorcists wear the red mage job specific armor. Alright, Rigobertine was somehow a hot elven. Hot elven female at that. This extravagant edifice is one of the many assets held by our current Minister of Adjudication, Hildebert. Welcome home, Lady Ingrid. You there, a moment, fool. I have been apprised of the Juno Institute of Magical Studies' new trust initiative. You are enrolled in the Abomination too, as I understand it. Sure can. My instincts are never wrong. It's a blessing from Altana herself. As an exorcist of the highest caliber, recognizing those whose talents may be of use comes as second nature. You are certainly aware of how I visited the Middle Lands for a time. Even the most reclusive shut-in knows that. My travels took me to the Institute, where they correctly asked me to participate in the initiative. All Adeline expects me to serve as their face in a foreign land. It would be uncouth of me to refuse such an opportunity. Further, imagine how well it would reflect on Vortimir if we were to discover how. But laying that aside for now, you have witnessed firsthand the unsurpassed power that I wield. Consider yourself touched by the fate that I deigned to participate in the ritual with you. Journey with Ingrid. Why on earth would I? How could I not? Perfect. Let the Merciless One guide you. True to its name, the ritual requires trust between two individuals, so let us reflect. Yes, I suppose I do trust you. Despite everything, you came to me during my time of need. Your strong will should surely see us through. Let us proceed. Swing. Why can you not say what you feel? What I feel? You wish to thank Calmwind for all he has done for you. Why must you hold back? Dare you forget which one of us is the mistress? You hide behind a prickly mask, but we both know your inner voice speaks of him as softly as freshly washed velvet. Silence! We've finished the ritual, so I hereby banish you to the ether. Despite your greatest efforts to derail this ritual, it appears to have been a success. My alter ego shall surely be of great use to you. With Adelin's most prominent exorcists at your side, your foes will tremble and flee. Thanks, Blondie. Yes, this incantation only strengthens my ability to purge the world of its ills. Let it take wing and guide you. Only once the world is clean will I finally be free of this pain. Mommy, Okay, okay, Ingrid. Sure thing. Okay, so that's Ingrid 2, then what's Ingrid 1? Okay. She's a white mage / white mage. She casts Haste, Banished 1 through 3, and Kursna. She does Seraph Strike, Judgment, and Hexa Strike. Possesses Undead Killer. Engages and closes in to melee her target. She gains 100 TP per hit. Holds up to 1500 TP in order to close skill chains. Cycles through banished spells. Highest tier to lowest. Making her useful for undead targets. Places extreme priority on using Kursna should any party members be doomed or cursed. Casts haste on the player regardless of job and on any other members with melee jobs. Well, that's kind of nice. My brother was complaining that there's white mage trusts that don't hasten. Although I think a Pururu will haste you regardless of job. So even though it's only haste 1, it's kind of a big deal. Otherwise, you have to use those blurred weapons, which require C2 in your offhand. And that's 100 job points, so. Kind of an easy ask if you have a lot of time to play, but we got the title White Knight. Okay, we'll go try to talk to LaVille, but I think we hit the game day wait, so I think we're going to have to bring it to a close. Those aren't bad weapon skills either. Judgment's like the strongest club weapon skill in the game currently, due to how TP works. Oh, at least if you have high TP anyway. And Hexa Strike is pretty good. Fusion Elemental. Seraph Strike is kind of ass, but it could be worse, you know. Ah, you son of a bitch. Okay, so yeah, we've got a game day wait, and so we're already an hour in, almost. Might as well call it to a close. I haven't leveled any other jobs still. I need to level quite a few of them. I want to level quite a few. I want to level them all to 99. And the ones I'm interested in playing are basically like Blue Mage, Dragoon, Samurai, Corsair, Bard, Dark Knight, Warrior, Red Mage of course, and I guess Thief a little bit. Everything else is kind of like, well, I want to level it, and I like it, but I don't really care about it as much as I like care about those other ones. Honestly, I'll probably only be able to focus on like 4 or 5 of them, as far as, you know, good gear sets go. Like, we're already like stuffed to the wrappings gear-wise, and even once we get everything to 99 and I throw away every piece of gear that's not item level that I don't want to keep around for style lock, we're still probably going to have inventory issues. So, yeah, jobs I have basically no interest in are like Geomancer. I'm not interested in Dancer. I'm not interested in Rune Fencer. Not interested in Paladin. Not interested in Black Mage. I think I could play White Mage decently, but I'm not really interested in it. It's kind of one of those jobs where, like, if you decide to play it seriously at all, people kind of just, like, stick you on it. Because it's the most valuable thing that it brings to the table is cures. And there's gear for that, but, like, it's not super Omega level important. But Yeah, anyway. It's gonna be a more Adeline story next time, so thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day, and I'll see you again next time.